If you're happy at the sentencing of Akwa Okuko, you are being economical with the truth. You see, the recent sentencing of Akwa Okuko to 11 months imprisonment by an Anambra State High Court, Oka Division, has been met with widespread approval. Everyone is happy at the judgment because they believe that the judgment represents a firm stance against ritualistic practices and criminal deception. To many, it is a welcome development. But please don't be too happy, because beneath the surface of this legal victory lies a complex and uncomfortable, disturbing question. Now ask yourself, is the government fighting a selective battle against native doctors and their harmful superstitions? Or is it trying to protect one form of irrational belief while persecuting another? What is the difference between Akwa Okuko and fake pastors? Superstition is superstition, regardless. Both the audacious charms of native doctors and the abracadabra of fake pastors, both of them are superstition. Both native doctors and fake pastors has been profoundly detrimental to the development of our youths. Both of them fosters a culture where hard work and education are devalued in favor of magical shortcuts to wealth and power. You see, both the traditional animism of native doctors and the corrupt practices of fake pastors embedded in modern religion creates a citizenry vulnerable to exploitation. Both of them are merchants of death who prey on the desperations of their clients. So you see, the government's approach in sentencing Akwa Okuko and other native doctors alone appears unbalanced to me. You know why? Because for every native doctor promising people wealth through ritual murder, there is a man of God, in quote, somewhere promising a large crowd of people 1,000-fold financial breakthrough in exchange for seed faith, tithe, offering, and or whatnot. For every youth seeking for a charm to use and do fraud, there is another seeking anointing water to pass an exam he did not read or study for. So, the Anambra State Government's focus on native doctors while sparing the fake pastors who perpetuate equally damaging superstitions, to me, seems selective. Both fake pastors and native doctors exploit the gullibility of their followers. Both of them offer supernatural solutions to worldly problems. The only difference is their attire and the venue of the operation, because while one is in the shrine, the other is in a church auditorium. When a pastor tells his congregation that Zobo drink is the blood of Christ, or that a handkerchief can stop a bullet, he is engaging in the same dubious act as a native doctor selling a charm. He is using a claim of supernatural power to extract money and devotion from his believers. You see, though the consequences of his action may be less violent than ritual murder, they are still damaging because they drain the finances of the poor, discourage them from seeking proper medical care, and make them delusional and blind to reality. So if the government's goal is to protect citizens from harmful superstitions and criminal exploitations, then it must cast its nets wider, because the fight should not be just against native doctors alone, but against fraud and harm in all its forms, regardless of the religion of the person. So whether the person is clad in a white robe or red attire, anyone who incites others to violence, commits crime, commits fraud, or engages in human trafficking under the guise of religion or tradition, the law should not be blind to the spiritual veneer of the crime, because a crime is a crime, superstition is superstition, regardless of who is involved. Therefore, clamping down on native doctors alone and leaving other people committing crime seems selective to me. Is the government cracking down on a particular religion in favor of another? That is a question we should be asking ourselves.